Welcome back, loved ones, to Word Wondering as we continue our journey throughout the Holy Bible in Genesis chapter 33. Now, if you can, please go ahead, sit back, relax, and let us continue.
Genesis chapter 33. And Jacob lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, Esau came, and with him 400 men. And he divided the children unto Leah, and unto Rachel, and unto the 2 handmaids. And he put the handmaids and their children foremost, and Leah and her children after, and Rachel and Joseph hindermost. And he passed over before them, and bowed himself to the ground 7 times, until he came near to his brother.
Hi, everybody. We see Jacob that was very afraid and very distressed of the things that he has done to his brother, Esau. Now he's coming to Esau, and he's preparing himself because of the he afraid and distressed because of those things that he done to Esau, to get prepared for what may occur, right? You don't know what's going to happen because of these things that he has done to Esau, so he's preparing himself. This is what I see. Please, again, leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions in the comments below. It is well appreciated.
And Esau ran to meet him, and embraced him, and fell on his neck, and kissed him, and they wept. And he lifted up his eyes, and saw the women and the children, and said,
Who are those with thee?
And he said,
The children which God hath graciously given thy servant.
Then the handmaidens came near, they and their children, and they bowed themselves. And Leah also with her children came near, and bowed themselves. And after came Joseph near, and Rachel, and they bowed themselves.
Everyone, before we continue, what I'm noticing here, and it actually made me cry a little, is that even though that Esau is not God, right? And Jacob was very afraid and distressed because of the things that he'd done to Esau. Esau ran, as it explains to us in Genesis chapter 33, ran to his brother, which had done these things to him, Jacob, and embraced him and kissed him. Now, when I think about this, I think about the love of God, right? Because what I'm noticing here is Jacob is trying to pay for forgiveness of these things at which he has done to his brother Esau. But Esau came and ran to him and embraced him. And again, we may try to pay for the sins that we have done, because when we sin, we do sin only against the Father, regardless if we do others wrong or so forth. We must remember that we are sinning against God himself. But God is love according to the scriptures. And this is an example of that love which I see is occurring here.
He said,
What meanest thou by all this drove which I met?
And he said,
These are to find grace in the sight of my Lord.
He's trying to pay for this love.
And Esau said,
I have enough, my brother. Keep that thou hast unto thyself.
And Jacob said,
Nay, I pray thee, if now I have found grace in thy sight, then receive my present at my hand. For therefore I have seen thy face, as though I had seen the face of God.
An example of
and
God's
thou
love.
wast pleased with me. Take, I pray thee, my blessing that is brought to thee, because God hath dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough.
And he urged him, and he took it. And he said,
Let us take our journey, and let us go, and I will go before thee.
And he said unto him,
My Lord knoweth that the children are tender, and the flocks and herds with young are with me. And if men should overdrive them one day, all the flock will die.
Now, before we continue on, everybody, I forgot to mention that God is love. I may have said that, but we have to remember, according to the scripture, that God is love, right? And the gifts that God has given us it's a gift, which means you don't have to pay for this. It's freely given to you. So, I mean, even though that we have sinned against God, we must remember that God has given us a gift. We must consider what He has given us a gift. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, and whoever believes in Jesus Christ shall be saved. This is a gift. We don't have to pay for this gift. Have you ever in your life had to pay for a gift? In certain cases, people will offer you gifts to get something in return from you, but a gift you should never have to pay if it's a gift, right? Let us continue.
Let my lord, I pray thee, pass over before his servant, and I will lead on softly, according as the cattle that goeth before me, and the children be able to endure, until I come unto my lord unto Seir.
And Esau said,
Let me now leave with thee some of the folk that are with me.
and he said,
What needeth it? Let me find grace in the sight of my lord.
So Esau returned that day on his way unto Seir. And Jacob journeyed to Succoth, and built him an house, and made booths for his cattle. Therefore the name of the place is called Succoth. And Jacob came to Shalem, a city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan, when he came from Padan Aram, and pitched his tent before the city. And he bought a parcel of a field, where he had spread his tent, at the hand of the children of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. And he erected there an altar, and called it Elilohe Israel.
Thank you, everybody, for joining me on this journey. I just want you guys to know that I do love you all, and I hope that you all get something from these scriptures, not for my sake, but for your sake. And until next time, try to remember to treat others in the way that you would like to be treated. Peace.